In the previous part, we added GWT authentication to our API. Users can now register, log in, receive a token, and use that token in Swagger to access protected endpoints. But authentication only answers one question: who is the user? In a real application, we also need authorization, which answers another question: what is the user allowed to do? In this video, we will add role-based authorization. Regular users can be browse product, but only admins will be allowed to create, update, or delete products. This is exactly the kind of security rule we need in this app. So, first we need to confirm that our user model already had a role property. By default, new users will have the user role. Later, we will create or update admin user manually for testing. So, next, we make sure that the role is included inside the GWT token. This is important because ASP.NET Core reads the role from the token when checking role-based authorization rules. Now we update our product endpoints. In the last tutorial, we used Authorize to require any logged in user. So now we make sure that the role is stricter by using Authorize with roles equal to admin. This means the user must be authenticated and must also have the admin role. If the user is not logged in, the API returns 401 unauthorized. And we leave get endpoints public because customers should be able to browse products without logging in. This is common in e-commerce applications. Reading products is public, but changing the product is restricted to administrators. Now for testing, we need one admin user. So the simplest way at this stage, to update one existing user. So we can make an update. Inside the database, we can work with this one. It's updated, and here we have an admin. After changing the role in the database, we must log in again. So log in, try it out, and we can work with Mark. Mark, we execute, and here we got the token. Authorize, paste, authorized, and now we can for the product API, for example, we can add a new product. We can have a mouse, laser mouse for $40, and we have 10. Execute, and here a mouse is added, and inside the database we can select all the products, and we can find our mouse already added. At this point, our API supports role-based authorization. Normal users can browse products, but only admin can create, update, and delete them. So this is a very big step for to build an e-commerce backend, because security is no longer only about logging in. We now control what each type of users is allowed to do. So in the next part, we continue building the system where the authenticated users will be able to add products to their cart, update quantities, and prepare it for checkout.